Jai Hind students. Dear students, today in our this session we are going to discuss the NCERT textbook class 9th mathematics chapter 7 triangles we were studying. Okay, so as our syllabus is going to carry forward till example number 2 we have discussed in this chapter, and exam 7.1 which was side angle side congruence rule, and theorem 7.1 is also we have completed, which was angle side angle congruence rule. So dear students, in these two congruence rule we have read that side angle side congruence rule cannot be written as angle side side, and it is also cannot be written as side side angle also. But in the theorem 7.1, in angle side angle theorem, means in angle side angle congruence rule, we can say it is also considered as a angle angle side congruence rule, and it can also be written as side angle angle congruence rule. So dear friends, you just keep it in mind, and based on this example we are going to discuss. Let's see what is given in this example. Given that line segment AB is parallel to the another line segment CD. This line segment AB is parallel to the second line segment CD. O is the midpoint of AD. O is the midpoint of AD. Then so that we are going to find out triangle AOB. This triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. We are going to prove that AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. And second thing is O is also midpoint of BC. O is also midpoint of BC we are going to prove. So dear friends, first of all let's think that how can you say this O is midpoint of BC? If we are getting this OB is equals to OC. If we are getting OB is equals to OC, then only we can say that O is midpoint of BC. As O is midpoint of AD, then AO is equals to OD. Similarly, to say O is midpoint of BC, we will get if OB is equals to OC, then only you can say that O is midpoint of BC. Right friends? So let's start proving this question. In the proof of this is as the thing which is given, which is to prove, is written in this. Given means this AB is parallel to CD, AD is joined, BC is joined, then O is midpoint of AD. In the given you need to write. After that, to prove, these two things you have to write down in to prove. Now let us see the proof of this. So to prove this, we have to compare these two triangles. Consider the triangles. Consider triangles AOB and triangle COD. These two triangles we are going to consider. Okay. So as AOB and COD we are going to compare. So let us compare these two triangles, means its sides, its angles, what are they equal. As first thing, since what do you know, in the triangle AOB, AO or OA is equals to OD. What is given? In the triangle AOB, OA, and in this triangle COD, OD, they are equal. Why they are equal? Because O is midpoint of AD. Because O is midpoint of, since O is midpoint of AD. Because of this you have written O is equals to OD. So it means one side of this triangle is equals to one side of this second triangle. Now let us see what you can say the other part. Just see students, this AD and CD, they both are the straight line and they are intersecting each other at point O. Therefore, you can say that these two angles are equal. Why they are equal? Because of these angles are vertically opposite angles. You have read that. What? If two lines intersect each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay. So, what you can write? Since AD and BC intersect each other at point O, since what? AD and BC intersect each other at O, right? Therefore, vertically opposite angles are equal, so that you can say that angle AOB of this triangle is equals to angle DOC of that second triangle. DOC, reason vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Right, friends? Okay. Now, one side of this triangle is equals to one side of this triangle. Second thing we get, one angle of this triangle is equals to one angle of this second triangle. Now, let's see what is the other thing which is equal. Okay. So, you can say that since second thing, अभी आपको ये पता है कि this AB is parallel to CD. This you know. Since AB is parallel to CD, which is given, and if AB is parallel to CD, then AD, then what? This AD is a transversal of these two parallel lines, and if AD is a transversal, AB is parallel to CD and AD is a transversal of this, right? So in the chapter lines and angles, you have read that if two lines are parallel and a transversal is intersecting, then alternate interior angles are equal. Now the question is arising, which angle is alternate interior in this? So this angle A of this will be equals to angle D of this triangle, right? So therefore you can say, what can we say? Angle OAB of this triangle will be equals to angle ODC of that triangle. ODC of the second triangle. Reason, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Right, students? Okay, as these two angles are equal by alternate interior angles, therefore what you got? One side and two angles are equal. One side, this side, and these two angles. These two angles included side, these two angles included side. So dear students, you have read the exam 7.1, which is angle side theorem 7.1, angle side angle congruence rule. So by why angle side angle means side is included by these two angles. Therefore triangle, you can see that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC by angle side angle congruence rule. Congruence rule, right? AOB is congruent to DOC by angle side angle congruence rule, which is your first theorem. First proof हमने prove कर लिया. Now let us see the second part. Now we have to compare the corresponding part of these two triangles, right? So what we have written, AOB, angle A was equals to angle D, angle O is equals to angle O, and the side between AO is equals to DO, right? So let us think about the second part, second and third letter. So will be equals to second and third letter of this triangle also. Therefore we will get OB is equals to OC. How? By CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, right? These are the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Or what we got, this OB is equals to OC, हमको क्या मिल गया? OB is equals to OC. So based on this, what you can say? आप क्या कह सकते हो कि जब OB is equals to OC मिल गया, so our result came. Therefore O is midpoint of. Therefore O is midpoint of BC also, which was the second thing that you are going to prove, right friends? So both the things we proved it easily. Dear students, just pause the video and note down in your notebook, right? Clear the concept?